Hi Gemini, I hope that everybody's doing well. Before we get into this, I would like to set the intention for this to be a space where everyone allows themselves to feel seen and validated, and ultimately for this to be a safe space and a healing space in alignment with everyone's highest good. So, I was getting that you may be getting to a point where you're recognizing something, maybe multiple things that you want to release, that you want to let go of, maybe something that feels like it may not be resonating in the same way for you anymore, but maybe something that you could be holding on to because it's part of a pattern or habit for you. But in looking deeper into this and recognizing what it is that you want to let go, when you do, something is going to come through for you that is going to take the place of whatever it is that you're letting go of. This is what I was getting, Gemini. I'm looking at the Ace of Cups and I'm looking at the King of Cups. It's like possibly even new love for some of you. Something that you've been waiting on. For some of you, you could also be discovering more and more how to manage, how to use certain gifts that you have, intuitive abilities, Gemini. Definitely in a way where you're creating something. Look at all this energy. I'm looking at Venus, I'm looking at Leo here with the sun. Yeah, it's almost like maybe even using innate gifts and talents that you have in order to produce something that you want to be producing, creating. I'm also hearing starting up. Something that you're using your talents for. For some of you, this is work related. It's maybe even a whole new direction that you're going into where you feel like you maybe want to do things creatively in a different way, or maybe bringing in an element of creativity into what you're doing. I'm hearing trend setting. For some of you, there's something for sure that you're going to be ending. For a lot of you, this can be a relationship, but not for everybody. There's something that when you get grounded, you recognize you want to let go of this. And this can even be a tendency that you have. Maybe sometimes you feel like you get into a place where your emotions get the best of you and you're reacting. And this is about reining things back. And you may have a conversation that you want to be having with someone. A very honest conversation you want to be having with someone, maybe about where you are. And when you do this, you want to make sure that you are grounded. I'm also hearing tempering the emotions that you feel. It's like definitely having a conversation with someone where you want to be kind. This is any type of interpersonal relationship where you want to be kind and you want to be happy about the way that you're doing this, and you also want to make sure that you're being direct and honest with this person as well. Because I'm seeing whatever ending this is that you're moving through, I'm seeing this is going to be an extremely empowering experience for you. It's almost like another rung on the ladder that you are stepping up into your divine energy and really feeling powerful because of that. And there's also a sense of happiness as well that is tied in. We're looking at a lot of major arcanas here. I'm going to go through them once we get a couple more cards. But yeah, I'm seeing you get in touch with something. It's like this may even, whatever this is that you're ending here, I'm seeing that it's definitely part of your path to be doing this. It's helping you elevate in some type of way. There's a tinge of increased happiness and well-being I'm also hearing that is tied into this. And I'm seeing you moving into a better place when it comes to your role at work, a job that you have, and definitely feeling really happy about where it is that you're finding yourself. I'm hearing career satisfaction. Definitely feeling like the position you're in is of value to you. Yeah, as I said before, for a lot of you, I'm seeing that there's some type of relationship that you have, and at one point in time, maybe even still, you have love for this person, but you know that there's a sense of honesty that you need to bring into this, and maybe something isn't resonating with you anymore. Maybe you're moving on from this. And this is about when you have the conversation with this person, because I'm getting almost like you're kind of aware that something has come to an end, and maybe this does have to do with your feelings and how something has changed. It's about delivering the message to this person in a clear way, and knowing also that it may be a very big change for you that you're going through right now, and this is about being grounded. It's about grounding prior to going into a situation where you're ending whatever this is, having that conversation, so you can walk away feeling better about the way that you did this. Maybe, too, you feel like there's a relationship in your life that kind of throws you off balance sometimes, and this is also going to increase your grounding by ending whatever cycle this is that you have with this person. Yeah, I see there's definitely a sense of, like, feeling very much guided to end the dynamic with this individual. Some type of truth that needs to be spoken, and there could be a sense as well of, I'm hearing disillusionment, maybe a sense of hesitance when it comes to bringing this ending. Like, it could have felt like something that is bubbling to the surface is what I'm hearing. Very interesting. So I'm looking at Libra, I'm looking at Taurus, I'm looking at Venus, Cancer, and I'm looking at the Sun. Yeah, for some of you, this is a marriage. For others of you, you may feel like you have a soul contract with this individual. But it's almost like the cycle has come to an end now, and I'm getting that you're aware of this too. Yeah, so now it's time to prioritize yourself here. I'm almost getting this notion where, for some of you, you could have been with someone where at one point in time you felt very connected with them, and there could have been some harmony that you were feeling within the dynamic with them, but for whatever reason, you know that something is no longer resonating with you, and I'm seeing you on the search for what is really, really going to have you feeling connected. For some of you, this is about a business venture that you're going to be exploring. For others of you, this is about a person. I'm hearing that you're going to go after. But maybe somebody that feels worth it to you to have in your life. I'm going to get one more card, and we'll go back over all the zodiacs. Yeah, there's definitely a sense of resetting in some sort of way. I'm almost getting it like this. Something could have been going on as well that could have skewed you a little bit from work or maybe your goals in some sort of way. And this is almost about resetting back to a place where you're feeling inspired, where you're feeling invigorated, where you're feeling excited. So I'm looking here at Venus, I'm looking at the Sun, I'm looking at Libra, I'm looking at Cancer, I'm looking at Taurus, and I'm looking at Aries here. I'm also hearing Capricorn. You may also feel like there's some type of temptation that may be swinging you back into the past, but I'm seeing you still continuing onward, so I don't know. There's almost a sense of maybe even revisiting something. Maybe this is just in the thought space, Gemini. For some of you, it's this feeling of trying to make something work with someone where you kind of almost knew that it wasn't going to. I'm getting that. It's like this thought that you had in the back of your mind where it's like, potentially we could have a balanced connection, something like that. But there's almost a deeper sense of knowing. And I'm seeing that thought kind of loom with you. It's like almost a feeling that you can't shake. I'm hearing going into it, it's like even from the beginning you kind of had this feeling, and maybe you gave something a try and you recognized that it wasn't working. I'm hearing seek and discover. Yeah, you feel like something that you were participating in, it's not like paying off, or it's not turning out to be what it was that you were looking for it to be. And you definitely feel like something is kind of getting in the way of you reaching some sort of goal or obtaining even something within the relationship. I'm looking at Virgo popping out here. Remember, this can always be that area of your chart or another person's. Yeah, this is about reflecting on what it is that you need, is what I'm hearing. Maybe also, too, there's a sense of maybe sometimes shying away from moving into an introspective space. Like, you could have not been checking in with yourself as much and kind of going through the motions with something or seeing if something would work out. But it's like when you take that second to reflect, I'm seeing you recognize that there's some type of offer or opportunity that you're going to be shying away from. It's like something that you don't actually want, and you recognize this when you look within, is what I'm getting. This reminds me back to the beginning when I was talking about letting go of something that you may be holding on to out of habit or familiarity. I'm telling you, as soon as you let this thing go, whatever it is, there's something else that's going to be coming through for you. So this is about knowing what you deserve, and it's also about listening to that little voice in your head that's telling you that you don't feel satisfied by something, or something isn't what you want it to be. This is also understanding the difference too between like wanting to quit on something because it's difficult versus something really just isn't resonating with you and it is time to leave it behind. Because the more you're sitting with your emotions, I'm seeing the more you're really understanding how it is that you're feeling. And this is actually going to be leading you exactly where you want to be going. It's just about taking charge right now. For some of you too, you could be actively explaining to someone or maybe others around you that you need time to yourself. Like you may be pulling back and not engaging as much with those around you. It's like, I don't know, maybe even understanding that you feel a bit conflicted about turning something down that comes through, but you know in your heart that you want to. For some of you, you feel like you're not interested in something any longer. I'm seeing your spirit guides actually kind of change your focus, change your direction. It's like you could have been focusing on something, and it's like as you're sitting there thinking about like what it is that you have, and maybe even in the space of turning down something. You may be missing some piece of information that you need to see, and I'm seeing your spirit guides kind of bring your attention elsewhere, pointing to something you needed to understand. Okay, so this is what I'm getting. Whatever interaction this is that you're having with someone, you could have kind of been taking a back seat a little bit and allowing things to unfold as they were, but now it's time to kind of step up here, because I'm seeing you be more active. As I said before, there's a sense of maybe being passive because you wanted to allow things to unravel just to see where things were going, but now you're understanding what you want, and you're understanding that it's not, I'm hearing in the concept of what this connection is with this person. So I'm seeing you kind of being like, this is what I'm looking for, reflecting on that and understanding that, and then really holding on to the vision of what it is that you want here. There's something now that we're understanding about how this situation isn't really panning out to be what it is that you wanted it to be. And through your introspective mind state frame, looking into this, understanding how you're feeling, I'm seeing you move to a place of speaking it out. It's like, this isn't what I want, this is what I want. This also very much reminds me of like when we have certain goals, speaking it out into the universe so you can obtain something that it is you're reaching for. And I'm seeing you take a more active approach here as well, especially when it comes to maybe even addressing someone in particular. I'm being very drawn to Virgo, but we're also seeing Sagittarius and Aquarius here as well. And you're recognizing that the more actively you're taking an approach here, before, if you feel like you were in a more passive energy or maybe felt like it wasn't the right time to speak up about something, you're understanding why you were feeling conflicted in the first place. And it's because it is now time to step into a more active role in order to secure what it is that you want. Because I'm seeing you learning the truth about something that you needed to see, and I'm seeing that that's happening because you're reflecting, and now you're also understanding what you're going to be maybe even rejecting or not participating in anymore. Yeah, I'm seeing you take a break from something. Understanding that you don't want to take part in it any longer. And I'm seeing a very honest conversation that you're going to be having. And maybe this starts with a conversation between you and yourself here. And this is about how you create the world that you want to see, the world that you want to manifest. The more vocal you are about the things that you want and where it is that you want to be going. And I'm seeing, because of this decision that you're making, and also how you're stepping into a place where you're more freely expressing yourself, you also are feeling more in touch as well, intuitively, emotionally. You feel like you're holding space for your emotions. You feel like you're being present to yourself when it comes to this emotional experience you're having. You could also know that there's maybe even a further direction that you want to be taking a project or a relationship in, and you're learning where exactly you want to be going with that. I'm seeing this as being something that you've already started, but something that you're ready to take the next steps with. You may notice too that someone's had their eye on you. This may be someone that wants to start a project with you and collaborate with you in some sort of way. I'm not seeing this person as having said anything to you, but I am seeing that there may be an element of them having feelings for you. As I said before, I'm seeing them kind of watching you make progress as well with your journey in some type of way, with some type of project that you started. As I said before, this person is coming through. Maybe not yet, but they're thinking about collaborating with you, Gemini. Yeah, okay, so what I'm getting is that this person hasn't necessarily said anything to you about this, but they've definitely got their eye on you. It's like I'm seeing them watching you go through some type of process. It's like, I don't even know, almost like watching your journey in some type of way is what I'm getting. Remember, energies can always be reversed. This can be you too. I'm hearing the word learning. I'm seeing somebody that you're working with on something. Like in some capacity, there is the manifestation, I'm hearing, of a contract that's unfolding between you and another person. But whoever, as I said before, I'm seeing one party watching another person, but they're not saying anything. And I don't know why. They feel, I'm hearing subdued. Yeah, I'm seeing this, I'm hearing, be in the intention space of this person. They for sure want to collaborate with you, but they may be hesitant because they actually have feelings for you as well. They definitely do want to work with you. This is something that they're manifesting right now, but they feel in their head about starting something new with you. And as I said before, I'm definitely seeing a glimpse of them having feelings for you. It's like they definitely want to partner up for sure. But maybe because it goes beyond being professional, they feel, I don't know, maybe even awkward about it. They definitely see you as being a stable energy. They see you as somebody nurturing, somebody kind, somebody who's really got their life together in a particular way. Let's get further on this. Okay. Oh, I'm seeing this person sweating, okay? It's like they want to jump. I'm hearing jump through. They want to come through and approach you, maybe in a way that you wouldn't be about. For some of you, this could have already happened. This person could have come through, and it's like, maybe they feel like they didn't represent themselves properly and now they're kind of regretting that. For others of you, I'm seeing someone juggle between like wanting to jump through, maybe even in a sexual way, to approach you or like come through in that type of energy. Maybe even flirt with you in some way. Like, I'm definitely seeing sexual tension here with this individual. It's like they even may feel a little bit overwhelmed by what it is that they're feeling, but I'm seeing them working to temper this. It's like, I'm seeing them not want to be seen in a light where it's like they're coming through like this, but it's definitely something that they're kind of holding back on. They definitely feel drawn to you for sure, Gemini. As I said before, I'm getting the main point is that it's like this person sees you. They see what you're doing. They see what you have going on for you. They want to collaborate. And I'm getting that if it had only just been a collaboration that they wanted to have with you, I'm not so much seeing them have an issue with coming through and maybe presenting something to you in that way, like a proposal, something like that. But because they have some type of interest with you that goes beyond things being, I'm hearing, strictly professional, they're kind of sweating things out right now and maybe trying to figure out how exactly it is that they want to come through, because I'm seeing them almost, it's like they want to come through in a certain way, but I'm seeing them kind of rewind and hold themselves back and kind of work on the way that they're going to enter into the space with you. Yeah, but it's almost like they may change the way that they came through. It's like they came through maybe wanting to. I'm not getting that they actually did this. They wanted to come through at first in a way where they would have been, I don't know, complimenting you, hitting on you in some sort of way, definitely a sexual undertone to whatever that is, or showing some sort of interest. Again, something that went beyond them being platonic, but it's like they stopped themselves, kind of reeled it back in, brought it back, and it's like when they come through, I'm seeing them be pretty direct with you, but they may not be mentioning what else is going on kind of like in the back of their minds. But intuitively, I'm getting that you know this. It's almost like even though they may have come through in a way where it's like they were being very direct with you, or maybe like somewhat professional, something like that, in the way that they were approaching you, you kind of understand what's going on beneath it anyway. Like regardless of them saying something or not saying something about it. It's like you definitely get the undertone of it. I'm getting for sure definitely a sensitivity for you, Gemini, when it comes to reading energy. Like I'm not seeing anybody, I'm not getting this as being a mischievous energy where someone's trying to like trick you, but I'm getting that they may not have wanted you to see them in a certain light, but it's like you really get the undertone of whatever this is going on here. Yeah, you know. That's what I'm hearing, you know. So I'm looking at you here, I'm looking at Saturn. I'm hearing Judgment. Judgment represents Pluto, but maybe this is about you making some sort of judgment call or assessing a situation, one that's going to lead to you needing to make a decision. Maybe about this offer that's coming through for you. Somebody wanting something new with you. Yeah, I'm seeing somebody planning to come through and talk to you. But you know what? This is really giving me the feeling, whoever it is that's going to be, whoever it is that's going to be approaching you, be mindful to really be present in what it is that you're feeling when you're talking to somebody, because the way that they're presenting themselves and their energy may be different than what their intentions are. And maybe this is something that they're not even consciously aware of, and it's something that you just pick up on. But if you're feeling undertones in some sort of way, or you just get a feeling, definitely pay attention to what this is. Because there may even be, I'm getting maybe even a lack of awareness on this person's part, but I'm getting you be very keen to reading energy, Gemini, so definitely be mindful of this, just in a precautionary way. It's not like, ooh, Gemini, you need to worry about this, but It's just like, if you're getting vibes or getting feelings about something, definitely listen to your gut for sure. Always heed your intuition. Even if you don't have anything to, like, prove it, so to speak, it's like, if you just get a feeling and it feels like you know something that may not be precisely presented to you, just know that that's also coming from somewhere too. So it's worth taking a deeper dive and looking into that, is what I'm getting from your guides, okay, my friends? All right, Gemini, we are going to end it here. I would like to thank everybody for joining. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.